Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Mod and Craft, and today I just want to answer 3 questions. I've actually four questions I've gotten about the Nike Roshe sneaker boots, which Nike recently released. So question number 1 has been, how do these fit compared to other Nike Roshe shoes? Are these true to size? These sneaker boots are size 11. The only other Roshe shoes I have is the NYC City Pack, which is a 10.5. And I noticed in both the 11 and the 10.5 that these fit fine and perfectly on the side, even though I have wide feet, because this is a mesh material, so this is going to kind of stretch out with your foot. So my wide foot isn't really a problem. Back feels good, everything feels fine, ankle is fine, but then in the front here of the shoe, there's always about that much spacing in my Nike Roshe shoes. That's not the end of the world. It's actually a fairly easy fix. You know, there's 2 or 3 different ways that you can fix that, but as far as true to size, yes and no. Sorry for not just like a straight answer, but it does fit again everywhere else, but in the front of the toe box there's like always just a little bit of space, something to keep in mind. Anyone else that has any Roshe shoes, please verify that, or drop a comment below telling us your solutions, what you've noticed, if you have the Roshe lows, so on and so forth. Second question was, will these keep your feet warm in the winter time? Since Nike is claiming or says that these are winterized, I think that the language that Nike is using is typical of companies in marketing sometimes, but it can be misleading. From the materials that these are made of, I have no indication that this is going to keep your feet any warmer during the winter time, or late fall to winter time, I'm sorry, versus any regular pair of Roshe shoes. While the material, this quilted cloth material, is I think a little bit thicker maybe than the mesh or what the other Roshe shoes are made out of, I think like just having a shoe with like that much open space right there, I mean, it just, and the materials here, there's no indication that this is going to keep your feet any more warmer than a regular sneaker or a regular Roshe shoe. And if I think it did have that technology, similar to the Lunar Glide OMS, it would basically come with a tag where it specifically talks about that technology that actually keeps your feet warm in the winter time. Or like the AF1 sneaker boot that was dropped on the same date as the Roshe sneaker boot, it would actually have you know, some type of language that actually again talks about about the warmth and the materials of the shoe keeping your feet warm. And then inside of the shoe you would be able to see some type of padding like you can see there, or materials that clearly shows you that this would keep your feet really warm during the winter time. Third question I've gotten has been, are these waterproof? I'm actually fairly certain that the Roshes are not waterproof, so I would not advise going through, just because it says sneaker boot. Again, this is where language and marketing can get very confusing. I would not recommend walking through any type of puddles of water to test these out. You're obviously free to do whatever you like. They're your shoes, it's your money, but I would personally not recommend it. This shoe did not come with any tags or any stickers that indicated that they were water repellent or waterproof. And the materials, from taking a closer look at it, having the shoe in hand, doesn't lead me to believe that they are. Again, compared to the Lunar Glides, which basically, again, in this tag right here, in this language, they specifically talk about the waterproofing of the shoe, and then the tongue of the shoe is also sealed to the side wall as any waterproof shoe should be. The AF1 sneaker boot or duck boot, same thing. The tongue of the shoe is sealed to the sidewall like any waterproof shoe should. This tag right here specifically says water shield on it. You open it up and it actually talks about the water shield technology. And then on the side of the shoe right there, you can see that Nike has a water shield tag. So this is waterproof. This is waterproof. The Nike Roshe sneaker boot is not waterproof. And the fourth and final question I've gotten is, how's the traction on this? Will these handle on snow? I don't I think that's a negative, Houston. I don't think I would recommend walking on snow with these. This is what the traction on the Nike Roshe looks like versus traction on the Lunar Glide, for example. I mean, look at the back there. Look at the front of this. This is definitely traction that you want to be going through snow with. And same with the AF1 Sneakerboot. This is again traction that I think you'll want to have or use for walking through snow. So guys, I just wanted to answer these questions really quickly. I've gotten them from a couple of people, like there was some people inboxing me, and there's also some people that actually left messages on the on foot video. So I hope I answered your questions or I gave you the answers you were looking for. If anyone else has any other questions, put them below in the comments. I will do my best to get back to you guys as soon as possible. But guys, this is Mod and Craft, and your boy is out. Peace.